What's going on YouTube? This is JabberTech, and today I'm going to show you some of my favorite watch faces for my Garmin device. There are a lot of these Garmin devices out there, which means compatibility might not work or it might work with your current device. Just check the link down below, click on it, and you'll be able to find out if it works for your current device or not. But these are my favorite ConnectIQ watch faces for my Garmin Fenix 6X Sapphire. Let's take a look at ClearHex Unlimited, and I actually really like this watch face just because of the design. I like the developer's take on what a watch face should be, just giving it an overall pleasing look. Now, of course, with any watch face, first and foremost, you want to be able to tell the time right away. And with this one, you have a nice big bold time right on the right side here, as well as the date on the top. Now you have these customizable hexagons right over here as well. As you go ahead and complete your goals, you'll be able to fill up those hexagons. Now I have it set up for steps. I also have it set up for my flights. And then I have the weather on the bottom there because, well, we actually all like seeing the weather. So this watch face is a freemium model, meaning you are free to use it, but if you want some of the pro features, if you want to change some of the data fields or change this watch face up, you will have to purchase a pro code. But I just want to show you, you can pause the video and take a look at everything you can change. But you can change the colors, you can change the data fields within the hexagons. You have a whole bunch of different options here that you can change from. So if we take a look at the upper data field, just for fun, this is what you can expect to be able to change if you wanted to change it. Steps, you can put the altitude, you can put your floor history graph, you can put your battery, you can put notifications, sunrise, sunset. There's really a lot of options that you can change here if you give a small donation to the developer. Maybe I want to change it to a graph instead, just to give you guys an idea of what that'll look like. So you can get rid of that hexagon if that's not your flavor, if that's not your thing. You can just have a little graph there of your actual step history. Now I also changed the middle hexagon there to show me my battery life, and I'm at 52%. Go figure, right down the middle of this hexagon. But overall, I think this is a very nice watch face. Let me know what you think about ClearHex Unlimited down in the comments below. But let's move on to the next watch face, and that one is going to be called Alfa-Zulu. Now this is a completely free watch face to use, and I really like it. It is split up into quadrants. You have the top quadrant here, and then you have the bottom quadrant. But what I like about Alfa-Zulu is you actually get 2 pages of information, one when the watch is asleep, and then another page when you wake up the watch to kind of look at notifications and whatnot. And all of this is customizable. Everything here is customizable, from the colors to the actual data points that you see. And these gauges on the bottom are also customizable as well. You can have one to show you your step goal. You can have it to show you your flight goal. You can also have it to show your battery level as well. It's a very, very, very customizable watch face. So you can see I have mine set up. And of course, with any watch face, being able to tell the time is the most important thing. So just taking a look at all the settings here, you can change just about everything on this watch face once again. You can disable that second page if you just want to see one static piece of information, one static page on your watch. You can go ahead and do so. You can change the color of everything again. There's the color of the hours, change the color of the dial lines, change the color of the dividing lines. You can change every single thing. Remember, I showed you these gauges on the bottom here. Well, you have an option to change the color of those gauges. You can put basically anything that you want. So if I show you the gauges here, you can see you can use steps, floors climbed, your activity, calories, active calories, battery status, or even put a move bar in there, and you can change the color as well. Once again, Alfa-Zulu let you change a whole bunch of information, and this watch face is completely free, 100% free. You can also change the interval of the weather just to save a little bit of battery if you guys want to. So again, this is called Alfa-Zulu. I really like it. You have 2 pages of data that you can work with. You can disable that second page. You can change these gauges, change the colors, change everything about this watch face. The next watch face that we're going to look at is called Speed Watch, and I like this because it's a simple watch face. You can tell the time in a very stylistic manner. I just like the way this looks, and I just like it because sometimes I don't want a whole bunch of information on my wrist. Maybe I'm going out for dinner, or maybe I just want to be able to tell the time that day and I'm not really training. I just want to see the time and maybe some basic information like the battery, of course, and my steps. And then maybe the temperature. This is the temperature from the sensor on the watch, not the actual weather. And I like it as well because you do have different themes here. You can go ahead and change the color based on the theme. Now you cannot change the individual colors of the hours and the minutes. You have to go by the developer's theme, which is okay because there are a bunch of themes that you can choose from. And you can also change the battery to days instead of percentage, just so you get an idea of how many days you have left. Now with SpeedWatch, you have 3 data fields you can play with. So you have the left, you have the bottom, and then you have the upper right over there. And there are a couple options that you can change here. If you take a look at some of the data fields that you can change it to. So you have steps, distance, you have your altitude, calories, temperature, pressure, floors, heart rate, battery, or you can have it empty. You can get rid of all those 3 data points and just have it tell you the time and the date. Again, we don't always want to be bombarded with a whole bunch of information, and SpeedWatch is the way to do it in a very stylish manner. Let me know what you think about SpeedWatch down in the comments below. Now the next watch face we're going to look at is called Lineae Digital. I'm not really too sure how to pronounce this, but this is a super cool watch face in my opinion. This one is a freemium model, so it is free to use, but there are some pro features that you have to make a little bit of a donation for. But I like it because there's a whole bunch of information, and I also just like, maybe it's the stripes on the right side that you can change to the left or you can get rid of altogether. But this is sort of like maybe like a racing stripe you'd have, a pinstripe on your car. And I kind of like it. It gives the watch face a more sportier look and feel in my opinion. And you get a whole bunch of information for those of you that like data. You get a whole bunch of information that's laid out in a very stylish manner. Of course, with any watch face, being able to tell the time is paramount. And you can tell the time very, very quickly. So at the top of the watch face, you have your date. You also have your day of the week. You have sunrise and sunset. Underneath the time, you can see your altitude. You also see your distance. You can see your floors climbed, your steps, and your active minutes. Again, I really like this watch face. I like the overall feel. I like the design of it. You can also change the position of those stripes. So maybe you wear your watch on your right hand or your left hand, or you just like the left stripe idea versus the right stripe. You can go ahead and change that. And you can also change all the different colors if you want to. So right now I have it with blue and white, but maybe I want to do red and white. You can see that it changes very quickly. I'm actually a fan of those bars on the right side, so I'm going to change that back. What I also like about this watch face, bringing us back to the idea that we just want a simple watch face from time to time, where you have the option to get rid of all those data fields if you want to, and just have a very simple, very basic watch face that still gives you that sporty feel. Thanks to those bars on the right side of the watch face, and you just get to see the time in the middle. So I actually like this hybrid type of idea that you can have a simple or you can have an advanced watch face all on the same package. If we just take a look at some of the settings, you can see all the different colors you can choose from. But I like the heart rate option because we can either have a live heart rate on the gesture, meaning when you wake up your watch, you'll get your heart rate information. But if you do need to see your up to the minute live heart rate, you can change that right there. And I just like all of the customizable options we have. There's also a sleep mode option. So when you do go to bed, you're going to save a lot of battery. All it does is show you the time. I think that's really cool as well. So again, guys, this is one of my favorite watch faces at the moment, just because of the overall design, just because of the overall feel and look of this watch face. This watch face is called Fusion, and it's a really cool, very interesting, very informative watch face. This is 100% free. I'll leave all these links down in my description once again, but I like this watch face because, well, being able to tell the time is important on a watch, and you can tell the time very quickly and very easily on Fusion. What I also like about it too is you have a lot of customizable options. You have a lot of data fields that you can play around with. As you take a look around the watch face, you can see you have different zones within the actual watch face design. So you can change things. There's your altitude. Here's your barometric pressure. You can also change everything else on this watch face. You also get to see the weather. I actually like watch faces that show the weather. I think that's super important when it comes to planning your day, seeing if you're going to want to work out or not. I definitely like this watch face because you get a ton of information, and the best part again is this is 100% free. You can change the colors, you can change the data fields, you can change everything about it. To show you all of the settings, I'm not going to go over all of these settings. You can download this watch face. Once again, it's 100% free, but you can change everything about it. You can change every single color that you want to change. You can change the data fields all around the watch face there. So I have one for altitude. And if I show you the list, he's actually included quite a number of different items that you can add into that data point. What I really like about this watch face is just all the ways you can customize it. You can change all of these data fields around. So you have 4 different data fields here. You also have the weather in the middle. You have this gauge down at the bottom. You can change all the colors. You can change everything about this. You can also change the font of the time. So let me just go through some of those there. I quite like that first one. That first one is called Dusty. Let me know what you guys think about Fusion. This is an awesome watch face. So let me know what you think about these watch faces down in the comments below. As always, if you have a new one, if you got one that's your favorite, or maybe you're a developer, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to check out your watch face, your favorite watch faces, because I'm always looking for new ones. I'll also leave a playlist down in my description because I've trolled through the store. You don't have to troll for hours and hours. I've already done that for you guys, and I've put a list of quite a number of faces that I actually quite enjoy. But let me know what you think about any of these watch faces that I've shown you down in the comments below. Once again, I really appreciate you guys watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.